Choreb Beruach, Sword of the Spirit. Interpreted and narrated by Wendy. BeRashit, Genesis, chapter 27. And Oshau was 40 years old when he took Yehudit, the daughter of Be'eri, the Hittite, and Bashemat, the daughter of Ailun, the Hittite, to wife. Moreover, they became a bitterness of spirit unto Jatsakhak and unto Ribkah. And it came to pass that when Jatsakhak was old, and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Oshau, his eldest son, and said to him, My son. And he replied to him, Behold, here I am. Then he said, Look now, I am old. I do not know the day of my death. Therefore I pray you, take your weapons, your quiver, and your bow, and go out to the field, and hunt game meat for me. Then make me savory food such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may endow you before I die. And Ribkah heard when Jatsakhak spoke to Oshau, his son. Thus Oshau went to the field to hunt game meat to bring. Then Ribkah spoke to Jaqub, her son, saying, Behold, I heard your father speak to Oshau, your brother, saying, Bring me game meat, and make me savory food, that I may eat and endow you in the presence of he who exists, before my death. Now, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command you. I pray you, go to the flock, and from there fetch me 2 good kids from the goats, and I will make them savory food unto your father, such as he loves. And you will bring it to your father, that he may eat, and that he may endow you before his death. But Jaqub said to Ribkah his mother, Behold, Oshau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father might feel me. Then I will seem like a deceiver to him, and I will bring a curse upon myself, and not an endowment. Therefore his mother said to him, Your curse be upon me, my son. Only obey my voice, and go fetch for me. Therefore he went and fetched, and brought to his mother, and his mother made savory food, such as his father loved. Then Ribkah, entrapper, took the clothes of Oshau, her eldest son, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jaqub, her younger son. Furthermore, the goatskins of the kids she put upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory food and the bread, which she had prepared, into the hand of her son, Jaqub. Then he came to his father and said, My father. And he replied, Here I am. Who are you, my son? Therefore Jaqub answered his father, I am Oshau, your firstborn. I have done according as you bade me. Arise, I pray you, sit and eat of my game meat, that your soul may endow me. And Jatsakhak asked his son, How is it that you have found it so quickly, my son? Then he answered, Because he who exists, your Elohim, brought it to me. And Jatsakhak said to Jaqub, Come near, I pray you, that I may fill you, my son, whether or not you are this son of mine, Oshau. So Jaqub went near Jatsakhak, his father. Then he felt him and said, The voice is Jaqub's voice, but the hands are the hands of Oshau. Therefore he did not discern him, because his hands were hairy like Oshau, his brother's hands. Then he endowed him, and he asked, Are you this son of mine, Oshau? And he answered, I am. Then he said, Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's game meat, that my soul may endow you. And he brought it near to him, and he ate. Then he brought him wine, and he drank. Then his father Jatsakhak said to him, Now, come near and kiss me, my son. So he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the scent of his clothes. Then he endowed him and said, See, the smell of my son is like the smell of a field, which he who exists has endowed. Therefore Elohim will give you of the dew of the heavens, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of grain and wine. May people serve you, and nations bow down to you. Be a champion above your brethren, and may your mother's sons bow down to you. Cursed is he who curses you, and endowed is he who endows you. And it came to pass, as soon as Jatsakhak had made an end of endowing Jaqub, and Jaqub was scarcely out of the presence of Jatsakhak, his father, that Oshau, his brother, came in from his hunting. Also he made savory food and brought it to his father. Therefore he said to his father, Let my father arise and eat of his son's game meat, that your soul may endow me. But Jatsakhak his father asked of him, Who are you? And he answered, I am your son, your firstborn, Oshau. Then Jatsakhak trembled exceedingly, and he asked, Who? Where is he who has taken game meat and brought it to me? And I have eaten all, and I have endowed him before you came. Yes, he will be endowed. And when Oshau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said to his father, Endow me also, O my father. And he said, Your brother came with trickery, and has taken away your endowment. Therefore he said, Is he not rightly named Jaqub? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he has taken away my endowment. Then he asked, Have you not reserved an endowment for me? So Jatsakhak answered and said to Oshau, Behold, I have made him a champion unto you, and all his brethren I have given to him for servants. Also, with grain and wine I have sustained him. And now, what can I do for you, my son? Then Oshau asked of his father, Have you but one endowment, my father? Endow me also, O my father. Thus Oshau lifted up his voice and wept. Therefore Jatsakhak his father answered and said to him, Behold, your dwelling will be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heavens from above, and by your sword you will live, and your brother you will serve. But it will come to pass that you will wander and break his yoke from off your neck. Still yet Oshau hated Jaqub because of the endowment that his father endowed him, and Oshau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay Jaqub, my brother. Furthermore, the words of Oshau, her elder son, were told to Rivka. Therefore she sent and called Jaqub, her younger son. Then she said to him, Behold, your brother Oshau consoles himself by intending to kill you. Now, my son, obey my voice and arise. Flee to Laban, my brother, in Haran, and tarry with him a few days, until the fury of your brother turns away, until your brother's anger turns away from you, and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will send and fetch you from there. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? Furthermore, Rivka said to Jatsakhak, I am weary of my life because of these daughters of Het. If Jaqub takes a wife from the daughters of Het, such as these daughters from the land, what good will my life do me?" Therefore Jatsakhaq called Jaqub and endowed him, and commanded him, and said to him, "You will not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Padan Aram, to the house of Bethuel, to your mother's father, and take yourself a wife from there, of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. And Al Shaddai endow you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, that you may be a multitude of people, and give you the endowment of Abraham, to you and to your seed with you, that you may inherit the land of your journey, which Elohim gave to Abraham." Thus Jatsakhaq sent Jaqub away, and he went to Padan Aram, unto Laban, son of Bethuel the Arami, the brother of Ribkah, the mother of Jaqub and Oshau. Moreover, Oshau saw that Jatsakhaq had endowed Jaqub, and sent him to Padan Aram to take a wife for himself from there. And he instructed him, saying, "You will not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan," and that Jaqub obeyed his father and his mother, and had gone to Padan Aram. Thus Oshau saw that the daughters of Canaan did not please Jatsakhaq his father. Therefore Oshau went to Yeshmael, and took Machalat, the daughter of Yeshmael, Abram's son, the sister of Nebaioth, to be his wife.